Hi, how are ya? This is a common Irish greeting that actually does not mean how are you. It's just a greeting like a simple hello. Today we are discussing about the initial challenges you might face while you're coming over to Ireland if you're not already here, and how to face them. Because God knows I stepped on every single challenge and a trap I could. So, one of the first challenges you'll face in Ireland is the unpredictable weather. With frequent rain and rapidly changing conditions, it's essential to be prepared. Invest in a good quality raincoat, waterproof shoes, and a premium umbrella. Embrace the Irish saying, there's no such thing as bad weather, only inappropriate clothing. Yeah, I think I've been inappropriately clothed since I came here, but never mind that. Finding a place to live in Ireland can be an extreme challenge, especially in the popular cities like Dublin and Cork, of course. Start your search early and be prepared to attend multiple viewings. Okay, so when you're looking for a place to live in Ireland, you have to utilize every single resource you can. Use all of the online resources and tools you can find, and definitely use social media because there are a lot of listings on Facebook that you can't really find anywhere else. Use that to your advantage. And remember, persistence is key. Don't let yourself get so demotivated because it is extremely competitive at the moment, so it might be a while or it might be hard, or some people just come in here and they just find an apartment like in their first 2 weeks. So, good luck! And on a brighter note, you can like or dislike posts and videos depending on how you liked it. So, navigating public transportation. Getting around in Ireland can be pretty tricky if you are not used to this system of public transport. Familiarize yourself in the local bus and trains, and consider investing in a leap card because it gives you discounted fares and is proven to be really handy. And don't be afraid to ask locals for help, they are usually more than happy to. Opening a bank account. Research different banks as well as their fees before you make an account somewhere. Be prepared to provide a proof of address and an ID. So some countries can use their ID to make a bank account, and for some countries, you'll need your passport. To be honest, I personally made it online and had the interview online because I came here, well, you know, the world was in a COVID disaster. Making new friends. Building a social circle in a new country can be really challenging. To make new friends, join local clubs, attend social events, and participate in activities that interest you. The Irish are known for their friendliness, so don't be shy. Strike up conversations and be open to meeting new people because it will drastically improve your life quality over here. Just into the work culture. The work culture can be a bit different than you're used to, so be prepared to adapt to local customs and expectations. Punctuality is important, so always be on time on appointments and meetings. Additionally, building strong relationships with your colleagues can make a huge difference. So make an effort to engage in conversations and attend work-related social meetings. Although I must say this is really important, but if you're going for a beer with an Irish person, you are gonna wait at least 10 or 15 minutes for them to show up after the scheduled time, because they simply love being fashionably late. Not that I'm any different, but here it seems to be like some kind of a rule. Understanding the healthcare system. Navigating the healthcare system in a new country can be daunting. In Ireland, there's a mix of public and private healthcare. Familiarize yourself with the system, register with a local general practitioner, and ensure you have the appropriate health insurance coverage. Being prepared will make it easier for you to access the Irish healthcare when you need it. And yeah, I know it's really tempting to keep a few euros in your pocket, but if you get ran over by a leprechaun riding a unicorn or a car, you're gonna pay a hefty treatment fee if you don't have insurance. Adapting to the cost of living. The cost of living in Ireland, particularly in larger cities, is a bit higher than in the other countries. Be prepared to adjust your habits and plan accordingly. Take advantage of discounts and sales, loyalty programs, cards, and explore free or low-cost activities to make the most of your time in Ireland without breaking the bank. And I know that adjusting to your price range can be difficult. For me personally, when I came here, when you're looking at a product in your own country, it costs 50 cents, here it costs 2 euros. but the living cost is different, so you are gonna have to get the feel of what's actually cheap and what's actually expensive. You will have to relearn some of the things along your way. Understanding the Irish. And no, I'm not talking about the Irish language, it's just the way they speak. Of course, different counties, different dialects, all that. Okay, but I was 100% sure that my English is just fine, and at the very least, I can understand English with no problems whatsoever. But when I came here, their way of speaking, I personally struggled a lot with their way of speaking, so let me tell you this. It took me about 2 weeks of listening to get accustomed to their way of talking. And I would hate to offend anyone watching this. It's just for an outsider, for me personally, when I came here, it sounded a lot like gibberish. Talking really fast, slurring, talking really quiet, kind of speaking melodically, if that makes sense. And I was like, what on earth? At the very beginning, I was really disappointed in my understanding of the English language. With time, it certainly becomes a lot easier, so you don't have to worry about that. Some struggle for a few days, some struggle for a few months, but in the end, you'll get it right. Don't you worry about that. With a little bit of preparation, patience, and positive attitude, you'll soon feel like you're at home. If you found this video helpful and you would like to know more advice and tips on Ireland, consider subscribing because it is free, doesn't cost anything, and it can help you a lot. See you in the next video.